This is an intermediate sequence for hip opening. It's a little bit challenging. It's got some core strength in it as well. I'm going to do it on the right side and the left side and repeat it again so that you can kind of get the idea. So watch it first and then try to join along with it. So bring yourself to downward facing dog. And just start by walking the feet on the spot, shifting from the right hip to the left hip. And especially if you haven't warmed up yet, just to kind of get in to the hamstrings, into the lower back, and just kind of feel what's going on. Maybe shake your head yes and no a few times, just to make sure there's no tension in the back of the neck or in the face. And then take a few breaths to settle into downward facing dog, thinking about all 10 fingers pushing down into the floor, using that energy to slide the shoulder blades up towards the sitting bones. Spread all 10 toes down and stretching the heels away from you. Keep the breath nice and even. Let's just have 2 more breaths here, just finding a good foundation in our downward facing dog. And then we're going to step the big toe joints all the way together. On your next inhale, lift the right leg and keep the hips square. So it's reaching towards the back of the room, but you're not lifting up the hip. And this is a core strengthener in itself. Keep pushing down into all 10 fingers and lifting up through the Mula Bandha and the Uddiyana Bandha, pelvic floor, lower abdominals. Take one more breath there. And then as you exhale, knee towards the nose, coming forward. Inhale, push it back and away. Exhale, knee towards the nose, rounding in the back, pushing down. And then inhale, push it away. Exhale, knee towards the nose. This time hold it here. As you inhale, touch the knee down in between the thumbs. Exhale, squeeze it back up. Inhale, touch down in between the thumbs, then squeeze it back up. Once more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze it up. Take a breath here. And then as you exhale, stretch the right leg away, leg thread the needle. Keep pushing back into the back heel, and then stretch the right heel away from the center as well. And then the upper body does upward facing dog. Lift the chest, push down into all 10 fingers, collarbones wide. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, look over your right shoulder. As you do that, push more deeply into the left heel. 2 more breaths there. And then inhale, turn the head back to the front, and exhale, sit on your left hip, Upavishta Konasana. Take a deep breath in with the arms out to the side, and then exhale, take the left elbow to the inside of the left thigh. Reach with the right arm. Inhale, coming all the way back up. Exhale, other side. Right elbow inside right thigh, reaching up with the left arm. Inhale, coming back up. And exhale to the left. We're going to flow back and forth a few times. Inhale, bringing it back up. Exhale, over the right side. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, over the left. We're going to hold it here. Reaching the arm up. Press down into the left elbow to lift up through the chest. Draw the shoulder blades down the back and then reaching over the top of the head. Now if you find your toes, great, but if not, don't worry about it. Try to keep the collarbones open. Try to keep the energy in the right leg. And imagine you're drawing gently that right leg back in towards your hip. Breathing deeply into the right side of the ribs, into the right side of the waist. 1 more breath there. And then inhale, floating all the way back up again. As you exhale, pick up your left leg and cross the left ankle over the right thigh. Take the hands back behind you, lift the chest, and fold the right leg so the foot's on the floor. Grab a hold of the shin, and lift the chest up towards the left foot. If this is too much for you, go back to your hands behind your back. We're going to stay here for a few breaths, keeping the collarbones wide, keeping the shoulder blades moving down the back. Make sure this left foot stays flexed to protect the left knee. Then we're going to add a twist. So you're going to take your left elbow and place it to the sole of your left foot, and then take the right hand to the floor behind you. Then use that leverage to lift up, rotate from the navel and above, and look over your right shoulder. Breathing deeply into the back of the ribs, into the back of the chest. 2 more breaths. 1 more breath, breathing deeply. And then inhale, slowly untwist the head. Slowly release the legs. Then move back out to Upavishta. For Starfish, place the right hand on the floor behind your hips. Push down into the hands and the feet to lift the hips up. Reach the arms up over the top of the head. Everything in the back line of the body fully engaged. Pushing down into all 5 fingers of the right hand. 1 more breath there. And then exhale, slowly lower the hips. Take the hands back to the front of the mat. Tuck the back toes under. Your back and legs thread the needle. And then as you exhale, lift from the navel and step back to plank. Find a nice, strong foundation in your plank. All 10 fingers working, navel moving towards the spine. And then exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra if it's better for you. And then exhaling into downward facing dog. Once again, take a moment, just reset your downward facing dog. Getting the rhythm back to the breath. Drawing the shoulder blades towards the sitting bones. Spreading the toes nice and wide, making sure the thighs stay alive and active. 1 more breath here. And then bringing your big toe joints together. Inhale, lift the left leg. And remember, not too high. Just as high as you can, keeping the hips parallel to each other. You'll feel this strongly through the right calf. It gives you a nice stretch in the right calf, as well as creating a core strengthener. Take a deep breath in here. And as you exhale, bring the knee towards the nose, navel to the spine. Inhale, push it back and away. Exhale, bring it forward again, knee towards the nose, push the floor away. Inhale, push it back. Exhale, bring the knee towards the nose. Then inhale, touch the knee down. Exhale, squeeze it back up. Inhale, touch the knee down. Exhale, squeeze it back up. Once more, knee touches down. Squeeze it back up. Take a deep breath in here. And then exhale, leg through the needle. Leading with the left foot. Once again, think about the heels pushing away from each other. Hands down. Lift the chest. Slide the tips of the shoulder blades down. And then on your next exhale, turn your chin, look over your left shoulder. Breathing deeply into the right collarbones. Pushing back with the right heel just a little bit more. 1 more breath. And then inhale, the head goes back to the front. Exhale, Upavishta, sit back on your right hip. Arms out to the side. Take a deep breath in. As you exhale, right elbow inside right thigh. Reach the left arm up and over. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, left arm inside left thigh. Right arm comes up and over. Inhale, bring it back up, using the core. Exhale to fold. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to fold. Inhale to come back up. Exhale to fold, right elbow, staying here. Inhale, left arm reaches up. And again, try to use that resistance of the elbow against the thigh to lift the chest a little bit more. Slide the shoulder blade down the back and then reach over the head. Keep the left thigh engaged and drawing that left thigh bone towards your hip. So you're collecting the energy in towards the pelvis as you reach out of it. So it's like equal and opposing forces. As my arm is reaching over the top of my head, my left hip is just really being planted down into the floor. 2 more breaths here. 1 more deep breath, right into the side of the rib cage. And then on your next inhale, coming all the way up. As you exhale, take a hold of the right foot and fold it on top of the left thigh. Hands behind you, lift the chest up, sole the foot on the floor. And again, this might be as far as you go. Otherwise, grab a hold of the shin. Lift through the chest, slide the shoulder blades back and down. This can be quite intense. So try to soften, especially in your face, in the neck, in the shoulders. And you'll feel that energetic softening just going right down to the hips. Sometimes it's the tension we hold in our face or in our jaw that travels down to a different body part. And then let's add the twist. So you're going to take the right elbow to the sole of the right foot, place the left hand on the floor behind your hips, then use that leverage to lift the chest and twist to the left, rolling the left shoulder blade down the back, turning the chin towards the left shoulder, collarbones nice and wide, navel gently moving in to assist the exhales, trying to keep the spine as upright as possible. 2 more breaths here. One last breath, make it count. And then inhale, untwisting the head, releasing the arms, release the legs back to Upavishta for Starfish. Left hand on the floor behind your hips, and then inhale, push the floor away, reach up and over the top of the head. Keep pushing down into all 5 fingers and both feet strongly. You're firing up all the muscles in the back line of the body. And then exhale, lower the hips back down. Place the hands back at the front of the mat. Tuck the back toes under, lift the chest. And as you exhale, lift the navel, step back to plank. Holding plank for just a few breaths. Tailbone towards your heels and drag your hands towards your feet to activate in the obliques and in the lats. On your next exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog, lift the heart. And exhaling to downward facing dog. Realign the spine, reconnect to your foundation. And so just settling in to your downward facing dog. And a few more breaths here. Now we're going to repeat the sequence again, but I'm going to go a little bit quicker with just a little bit less instructions and maybe add a few variations. So one more breath here in your downward facing dog. And then bring the big toe joints all the way together. Inhale, lift the right leg. And exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, push it back and away. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, push it back and away. Exhale, knee to the nose. On your inhale, lower the knee, touch down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze it up. Once more. Inhale, lower. Exhale, squeeze it up. Hold it here. Leg thread the needle. Slide the right leg beyond the hands. Inhale, lift the chest, push the back foot away. Exhale, turn your chin over the right shoulder. Just 2 breaths here. Breathing up into the left collarbone. Shoulder blades down the back. And then inhale, eyes towards the front. Exhale, Upavishta again. Now we take a variation. Inhale, arms out to the side. Exhale to twist. Reaching the right hand towards the left foot. Inhale, bring it up. Exhale, twist as you fold, reaching towards the right foot. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale to twist. Inhale to bring it back up. Exhale, twisting again. Inhale, bring it back up. And then exhale. This time stay here. You can grab a hold of the foot or the ankle or the calf. Take a deep breath in, lifting the chest. And as you exhale, draw the right hip back down, rotate the rib cage over the left thigh, and then fold. You can place both hands on the floor if that gives you more leverage, or holding onto that foot, but you have to use more core to do that. Right leg stays energized, breath still moving deeply into the back of the ribs, into the back of the waist. And 2 more breaths there. And then inhale, lifting up through the chest. Exhale, releasing the arms. And again, pick up the left leg and crossing the foot over the thigh. This time we're going to keep it in a forward bend. As you inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, folding over the straight leg. Keeping the shoulder blades back and down, collarbones nice and wide. If this hurts you underneath your right knee, then put a towel or a t-shirt, or you could just even hold your hand under there. So there's no extra pressure on the back of the knee. 2 more breaths. One more. And then inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, release. Stretch the left leg out again. Upavishta to starfish. Right hand down, inhale, lift the hips up high, and then exhale, lower them back down again, hands to the front of the mat. Tuck the back toes under, lift the navel up, exhale to plank. Chaturanga with control. Inhaling over the toes, upward facing dog. Exhale, navel to spine, downward facing dog. Take a couple breaths in downward facing dog before we move on to the left side. Realign the spine, get the rhythm back to the breath. Maybe shake your head yes or no. No tension in the face or the eyes. One more breath here. And then bring the big toe joints together. Inhaling, lifting the left leg. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, push it back and away. Exhale, knee to the nose. Inhale, push it away. Exhale, knee to nose. Hold it here. Inhale, touch down the knee. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Inhale, touch it down. Exhale, squeeze it up. Hold here. Leg for the needle. Left foot beyond the right hand. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, looking over the left shoulder. Breathing deeply, just 2 breaths. Back foot strong. And then inhale, head back to the front. Exhale, Upavishta, both hips on the floor. Inhaling, arms out to the side. Exhale to twist, reach towards the right foot. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, navel in, reach towards the left foot. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, twisting over the right. Inhale, bring it back up. Exhale, twisting over the left. Inhale, back up. Exhale, twist to hold. And again, grab a hold of the foot, the ankle, the calf. Take a breath in, lift the chest. Draw the left sitting bone down, navel in, and then folding. And again, if it's better to have both hands on the floor for support, keep working in that way. If you've got more core strength, hands to the foot or the ankle. Keep the Mula Bandha, pelvic floor gently lifting. And keep the breath moving into the back of the waist. Back of the neck long. Feet still alive. On your next inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, release the foot. Cross the right ankle over the left thigh. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, folding. Breathing nice and deeply, only going as far as feels comfortable. Make sure there's no pressure on the knee. Keeping the right foot gently flexed. One more breath. And then inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, legs back to Upavishta for starfish. Left hand down. Inhale, one deep breath in as you lift everything up. Exhale, hips come back down to the floor. Both hands to the front of the mat. Back toes under. Navel lifts. Plank. Chaturanga with control. Inhaling, upward facing dog, lifting through the heart. Exhale, navel in to downward facing dog. From this down dog, come down to the knees, fold up, and just rest in child's pose.